Welcome to a beautiful morning out here at the river house, and I need to get back to work. But before I do that, I gotta unf this thing. So in retrospect, she warned me, and I didn't catch it. I noticed at one point all of this dirt, this frozen dirt, had flaked off, and that was it warning me. I should have stopped immediately at that point. I didn't, of course, and now I've done this to it. I imagine the proper way to fix it would be to cut the whole thing out, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fix it to the best of my abilities. I brought the torch. I'm gonna torch out this split piece right in here. I'll grind back the cracks. We'll heat up this edge right in through here, and I'll use the tractor to roll the tooth back in. Then I'll put some deep V-grooves, and we'll fix it the same way we fixed this side over here, which has held. Knock on wood. And then, yeah. I see some cracking right there. I'll have to remember to grind that out too. Well, we're going to be here for a while. I'll get set up. I got a brand new acetylene tank, and I transported it here on its side, so I've got a while before I can use it. So it's been about 40 minutes on its side, 45 minutes on its side, so probably should spend about that much time standing up. So I'll get everything set up here, get some grinding going, and with luck we'll have this thing knocked out in a brisk 6 hours. Alright, the torch is really acting up. I chased that crack back, but it just kept going and going and going, and now I'm wondering if it's not actually a crack, it's two sheets of metal, but it sure looked like it was a solid piece over here. So I'm just going to cut my losses, and if the crack continues a little bit out into there, it'll probably still be okay. You know, we're basically done treating the bucket this way for a long time. So now I got to get the grinder out, grind into all this. I'll get the machine started. We'll roll it down. I'll find a piece of firewood, and then I'll do my best to heat this edge right here so I don't get a secondary crack. Heat this edge through here, although it's nice and hot right now. We'll roll that bucket, try to flatten that out. My guess is it's going to want a spring. I put a piece of pipe and a ratchet strap up here and really pull. We'll see what happens. Okay, I got her back in place. I had to bounce. Just pushing down wasn't enough, even with the heat. I had to lift the machine and then drop it suddenly and bounce it. But they're lined up now. Might hang a little farther down than the rest of them, but it won't be much. Maybe I need to fight it farther. It's definitely going to hang down a little farther than the others. Well, I'm going to get the grinder in and I'll grind where it's touching right there. I'll grind out right there and bounce it one more time. See if I can roll it up. Oh, and I'm sure we're cracking the back sides. Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. So once I get that done, I'll have to grind that out and weld it. Shoot. If only I'd caught it. Alright, I'm going to bounce it one more time, and we're going to hope that it bends into place and doesn't break off. Guess that's it. Everything's creaking and groaning, but I'll get in here and I'll lay some nice deep beads. Well, shit. Yeah, it opened up. Alright, well, I will go back and I will get the bucket centered. I'll put the weight down and I'll get some nice deep beads going, and that should pin it in place. Then we'll go back and start grinding out and welding the cracks, because I'm an idiot. Alright, so that's a start at least. I'm very, very confident it's not going to pop loose on me. So I'd like to do this farther up in the air. But everything's sitting here really nice right now. A lot of weight on it. I think I might just keep welding. Might go get something to lay on though. Well, things are moving along. Just letting the little Hobart cool. I've almost got that big back crack filled, and then I'll do some layering passes in there. There's a bit of dirt that's fallen off the bucket and some rust and other stuff, so I'm actually getting a little bit of slag that has to be chipped. But other than that, we're doing okay. Once I get it out a little farther, I'll get the wire wheel out. Then I can really get in there and keep it good and polished. But it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. As long as the tractor is running, the hydraulics sit. So we haven't moved since then. But I think I'm pretty close to being able to lift the bucket up so that I can weld from all sorts of different angles. Really get in there good. Yeah, we're already looking a lot better. I'm using kind of a basket weave going one way and another. Yeah, it's not so bad, I don't think. Granted, I don't do this for a living, right? School teacher, but I think it's okay. I think it's gonna be okay. Oh, so I'm gonna get in there and scrape and grind this a little bit, especially along this edge again, and then I'll go in one more time and stitch across. Keep filling it up. Hey, we're most of the way there. It might look like dog food, but it's strong. I built up a lot right in here. It's the same thing I did on the other side. I actually built more over here because I think this is far more damaged. You know, this is as they dig, they wear a lot right in here. That's probably where the crack got started. I could tell that it had an old crack about 1 inch deep right here, and then if I was doing my proper bucket inspections, I would have seen it, and I could have ground it out and welded it up before I effed it up quite this badly. So I got big cracks right in there, and obviously I got cracks on the backside. So now I need to dig these out and fill them with weld. The old Norco is getting pretty hot. It's nice. When it's this cold outside, I can weld an awful lot harder than I'm supposed to. Let's start the machine and curl the bucket. So I dug out and repaired those two cracks, and I chased them back as far as I could see them when I grind. I'm a little worried I didn't chase that one far enough, but I can get it from the back side. You can see it coming down. Came down about the same distance right there. I got these stress cracks across here. I'm not going to do anything about them. I'll have to see what happens there. You can kind of see that this bends down and then comes back up. And of course, that's where I heated it and bent it. But this is the real bad ones. And these opened up when I pushed the tooth back into place. And as you can see, it's not too far out of place. It's pretty close. So I'm going to dig these out right in here. So I got one going on there. Goes up a ways. I don't know how far vertically. I've already ground it out partially right there. I don't have to dig these out. And I don't see any other cracks on it right now. The back of the bucket is wearing. Quite a bit actually. So. Alright, getting closer. Got that one done. Got that one done. Alright, well I need a little spot right there, but it's still done. I just gotta get in and get in there. I need a way to grind it out deeper, I think. Alright, there it is, it's done. Got a little carried away with the reinforcing on that side, but it booger weld it might be, but it ain't gonna break. Well, sorry it got dark. As soon as I got it fixed, I took it up the hill and put it back to work and moved the last 3 dump truck loads out of the hole, and even picked a little rock with it, although I admit to being far more ginger with it than I was before. It looks like I'll have to drill and blast one more time. One more rock that sticks out, and that's it. We're done. At least for right now. But yeah, not a professional welder. Never claimed to be. I took welding in school a long time ago. But I'm very, very confident it'll be fine. You know, there's some of you that offered help, and I really thought last night about giving you a call. But in the end, I'm kind of stubborn about it. If I break it, I fix it. So that's what I did. I mean, obviously I'll let you know if it breaks again. I'm sure it's not as strong as it was before. I mean, I did my best to get in those cracks or whatnot, but I'm sure it's not as strong as it was before, but I'm also sure it's pretty dang strong. We'll see. I'm sure you would have done it different and or better, but I did it as I did it, and I think it'll be okay. My original estimate of 4 hours was off by 3, but it's done, and it's back up the hill, it's back to work, and it just cost me 1 whole day. Thanks for watching.